Stefania Vigone. My nickname is Steffi. Everybody calls me Steffi or Steph. I'm 49 years old. I was born in a little city in the coastal Italy. It's called Pietraligure. I moved in Indonesia 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago. Then it came the occasion, because part of my family was already here. It came the occasion of coming to Indonesia. And so 7 years ago, we opened Mama Rosie with my brother, my mom, my husband, and me. And of course, our partners. And 3 years ago, I was contacted by Michael from Biko if I was interested in cooperating, make a collaboration for the opening of Pippo, and then here we start. So I started to take care of the kitchen and to put all my traditional recipes in the menu. So basically what you will see here, it's a part of me. It's what I love, it's what I want to transmit to people. Very confusionary. I talk very loud, people cannot stand me. After a while they just say to me, please shut up, please turn down your voice. Because here they say to me that I look like a Batak, because the way I talk is... I think I am very strong, like I never stop myself. So even if something happens and I feel like depressed or something is not going the proper way, I always try to find the good part. Like I always try to see the glass almost full, not empty. So I'm quite positive. As I will tell you later, I love skincare. I love to watch YouTube on all the skincare and makeup artists and whatever. What I hate is dishonesty. So I don't like people who are not honest. I don't like people who are not straightforward, because even if sometimes it's hard, you need to get the truth of everything. So I think dishonesty and laziness is one of the things that I don't like. Duty, let's say, in the kitchen world was because my grandmother, that actually opened her first restaurant in Pietraligure after the Second World War in 1947, was a strong woman, widow with 2 children. She then opened with my mom, when my mom was a little bit grown up, of course she had me, a small hotel with kitchen. And when I was 7, 8 years old and I was on holiday from the school, my grandmother was giving me the duty, very important duty, of going to collect the hot bread for breakfast in the bakery that was near the hotel. All my life was spent serving people. So I am basically, first thing I am, it's a manager and a seller. So I started very young to be in the kitchen with my grandma, watching her doing all the things. And my grandma had a very good attitude, and she was very quick. So if she was having an emergency, for example, 40 people were coming and she didn't have nothing, in 5 minutes she was able to prepare an appetizer, pasta and main course. So I started from there. After the small hotel with my mom, when my grandmother passed away, we opened this small restaurant that was in the historical center of the city. And it was called in my dialect. It was Osteria da Veggia Pria. That means the osteria is a very traditional place where you can eat but also drink wine. And we were cooking traditional recipes, and in Italy we go by days. So for example, on Sunday you eat ravioli and rabbit, on Thursday you eat gnocchi, on Friday you eat fish. So it depends on the traditional dates. So we were cooking traditional food. I will say. Fresh olive oil, always. A sprinkle. If you like a little bit of cheese, just a bit of Parmesan cheese to add a little bit more of flavor. Sprinkle of parsley. And this is my version of the ravioli fish with vodka and tomato sauce and smoked salmon. Buon appetito! So food is a very big, it's a chain to be attached to the past, and it also can bring you to the future. So it's very important because it allows you to learn about your past, but also to try to better yourself every time and try to find something in the others or in other people that can give you inspiration in order to better your skills or also to better yourself. And I think that really food is a cure. So, when you are sad and you want something comforting, so you need to remember what was the past. That's why a lot of the recipes that I use here, they are from my grandmother, they are from my uncle, from my aunties. Because, every time I cook them, they bring me back to the memories. And that's the most important thing that I think food can give you. Put it in the pizza oven. So this is Pippo's pizza oven, where we cook all our pizza and all our breads. So I was debating with my family. Everybody had a different idea, but for me it's something from my childhood. So there is a dish that actually we don't have in the menu, but maybe we will put as a special sometimes coming on in the future. That is called penne alla pirata, but also we call it penne pomodoro and pesto. So actually, basically, it's called pirate style. So it was probably a way that the ancient people had to put in the food whatever they had in the kitchen. So they were mixing these different sauces. One is a tomato sauce that is made, it's a bit acid, but is also sweet. And the other one is pesto, that is the traditional sauce from my region that we have in the menu. And is made with basil, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, garlic, and olive oil. So olive oil I said 2 times, but anyway. So the mixture of the two, it's I think a bit like me. So I can be sweet, I can be acid, I can be strong, but at the same time I can be very happy because basil it's a herb that gives good mood. So I think that I can be all of them. Be careful if you come in the days that I can be the tomato sauce. Cooking, it's about learning, I think the most important thing. So you need to be humble in the kitchen. You don't have to think that you are arrived. You don't have to think that what you do is the best thing. You always have to keep an eye on the others. But at the same time, the lesson that my grandma and my mom gave to me is to go always straight forward. So I don't care about the others. Not because I think I am better, but because I think you really have to do what you feel in your heart and not to be influenced by what the fashion or the influencer are suggesting you. You need to be yourself first. And I think that food is a very good lesson for life. To be in the kitchen, to be in the group of the kitchen. Basically, my signature dish are pasta, so maybe gnocchi quattro formaggi. In Pippo, for example, my signatures are The most special are the gnocchi saffron with bacon or beef, the truffle and mushroom, so with risotto and tagliolini, and the black ink. Because our black ink is a bit different from the black ink that you can find around town and also in other regions. And this was inspired by a friend of mine. So when I was a young girl, I was going to eat with my family in this restaurant in Italy, and this guy that is called Gianni was making this super fantastic, special, emotional risotto with black ink, and it's totally inspired of him. So that's the good thing of cooking. You know, every time I cook that dish, I go back with a part of memory of my childhood, and that's the really precious thing. I told you before, joking, probably makeup artist or like a beauty editor, because I know everything about all the skincare. I follow all the YouTube channels, and I just go on trying things. So even if I'm aging, I'm trying to be always informed. I always loved it from when I was a young girl, and so I think probably I would do that. But my first dream was to become a translator. I see myself here. I love to be in Indonesia. I love to be with my family. All the family is here. So my brother has two children also, and we live in a big house with all the family, with my mom and my husband and my son. So I would love to stay here. I would love to hopefully go on creating new recipes, having new ideas, growing with all the people that are surrounding us. I hope a bright future for Mama Rosie and Pippo, and I hope, I hope that life will go on like this. Unfortunately, after this coronavirus thing, our life definitely changed, but I think that we need, as I said to you before, we need to take the positive way. So, you know, this virus teach us what is really important. That is our health and our family. I think that without the two staples, you cannot do anything. You are nothing without your family, your history, and of course your health, if God gives us. Okay, so if you liked what you saw, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Two Rubber channel. Please, we wait for you. Ciao.